I was born in the mid-'60s, and one of my favorite uncles was a Huey crew chief in Vietnam. And I remember when he came back, seeing the cascade of trauma that occurred in his life, and how as a family, we really didn't know everything to do to help him.
When I grew up, you graduated from high school and you went in the Army. Or you graduated and you got married and then went in the Army. Or you graduated and went to college and then you went in the Army. Because everybody in my group of friends, all of us went in the service and all of us did something.
I worked for the Special Service when I was with the Cuban and the Russian Army in Angola. The CIA approached me and they request for me to begin to be part of something that I believe was great to do. And there is when my life began.
My dad's a vet, father-in-law is a vet. I have a son who's in the Coast Guard. And when I came to Highland Rivers and I realized that we had a contract with the VA to serve veterans, I felt as though this is something that we really need to be committed to.
I began having panic attacks, and all my past began coming back to me again, and this time real hard, and I wasn't able to deal with it.
I was extremely irritable and very angry, and I don't know if there's anything much worse than being irritable and angry and don't know why you're being irritable and angry.
I began having sweats, spills, and crying, and was in the enriched view like 6 times.
And of course, when I was on active duty, they taught us that aggression will keep you alive. So you want to be very aggressive. I don't know that that's why I'm still here or not, but I can tell you that you don't want to be aggressive in the presence of family and friends, but you will be.
When the panic attack, I call it the monster. When the monster used to come, I had to drive all night back and forth because it's the only thing that controls me, and begging, please God, don't let the police stop me. Please don't let the police stop me. Because I was taking so much medicine just to calm myself down.
When I dream dreams that you don't want to remember, and you don't know how to stop them. And if I could get the memory of what a dead man smells like out of my head, I would love to do it, but I don't know how to do it.
I get no help, I get no discount, and I will be buried like a poor person, not like a soldier as I was for 9 years.
The country that I was born and raised in, I dearly loved, and it does not exist anymore. If there was a call put out to come to arms, I would want to go. I know I couldn't do anything because I'm too crippled up, but I would be willing to go.
Somebody told me, you was just a blank page soldier. You was not important.
A lot of people believe that veterans, just by virtue of being a veteran, have lots of benefits, and it's not the case. And so it's important for us to stand up and be able to really work with veterans and stand in that gap.
Highland Rivers. I check in for doctor's appointment or for the group. They always have a smile on themselves, and they are the sweetest persons.
When people say, well, you're going to go in for psychoanalysis, you know, all my brakes go on and all my mental barriers come up. But when you're in a group talking to people just like you, they're not there, and you can express a lot of feelings and things that happen without any repercussions because they've been there too.
I have a beautiful counselor. Her name is Stephanie. I mean, she is fantastic. You can talk to her and she will listen to you. She called me one time on a Sunday and she was on vacation, I believe in Virginia or somewhere else. And she called me to see if I was okay because she was afraid that I was going to kill myself.
At various times, members of our group have needed additional support, and Highlands Rivers was right there. They make the phone calls, they set it up, and help you get into whatever the program is that they're helping you with.
It is absolutely critical to life to be in community and to be connected with others. It's how we co-regulate. And so if we can stop the isolation, create those healing, moving connections, help people to not only give love, but to actually receive it, which is one of the biggest challenges, then I think that's where we start.
The counseling and the group and the talking, it really works. No kidding.
I think it's great that Highland Rivers is trying to help people. I can tell you that it's been a blessing to me, and I think it'd be a blessing to you.
Veterans are really important. They've made sacrifices for all of us. That's something that we can commit to, that it's important to commit to, and it's important to provide the leadership on how we do that.
I get emotional because some people don't believe it. You know, I was one of those, and I believe now. It's a great place.